to know there's a growing belief that he will remain a Los Angeles Angel.
Very think he's going to move on to somewhere else. He has said often he wants to win. He wants to win in his team to put it all together. What it's come down to is the young pitching that made strides last year. 24.
So with that in mind, as a guy that's around it every day and you see what's the Angels?
Yeah, I definitely, because when you think about it, if you're going to be, you're one of those other clubs they showed the odds for, you fixed. How long is he going to be out with that? You're talking of at least 12 months.
Him.
Seventh pitch of the at-bat finally against Chad Wallen for the first out of the.
Hey, how much do I want to be a pitcher going forward?
Yeah, that's the big question mark as a pitcher. So that makes it even more impressive is to watch him what he does on the mound and still
that kind of ability.
Phil Nevin joked that you could put him at shortstop, he'd be perfectly fine.
I mean, I always joke.
Greatest individual seasons ever put together in this great sport. And because of the injury
of his career, instead of doing them both
for Brandon Nimmo, and there's two away.
That's news.
This one right side diving play by Alonso, and the throw gets great effort.
Just amazing to watch everybody in the stands. Everyone's got their cell phone ready to go.
I could go through the list of things that he leads.
And he's got 10 hits this year of over 115 miles per hour.
440 feet. That backs him away from the plate. Fouled away.
The league.
Swing and a miss. And he gets Ohtani on second base. Ohtani 0 for 2 after the strikeout from David Peterson.
Yes. Good start for Notre Dame.
Notre Dame will be back on weeks. August 15th, the last time he swung a major league bat. Got a cortisone injection in the wrist. Much of it in foul ground will make the seats. But a couple of transfers where you're starting to see some of these young guys get opportunities. Did he hold up? 3.
Yeah, you just look at well above the strike zone. So you bring the hands down, it's going to be tough to go back up and make contact.
Lay off.
Kind of like the newest Angel, Lucas Giolito has that shorter arm delivery.
So far for Griffin Canning as he works on the number 9 hitter, Rafael Ortega.
You know, I've wondered with
I've been asked that question a number of times, Todd. And I felt that even though with the launch angles, 4 hits to score against me. I didn't give up a lot of home runs.
Yeah.
I felt if you get 4 hits and score, and you're able to get it where?
This is a Terminal L at LaGuardia. And Griffin Canning.
That's a nice tight little slider right there. Exploits that down and in.
Almost 24% whiff percentage. All 4 of them, at least that, plus that.
And 3 different seasons ahead of schedule. Elbow inflammation.
And start even in spring training, I was watching his bullpen sessions. Everything was popping in there. UCLA before being drafted by the Angels. That's that great change up there.
Strikes out the side.
Down the road.
Buck, no one would have blamed Pete for taking a day off after getting hit at the end of last game.
It is today, but it tells you all you need to know about Pete. I think sometimes people lose sight the intestinal fortitude. The guy's leading the league and hit by pitch. Play to be a good hitter.
Thanks, Buck.
Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Bought in the fences. You would think more home runs, 85 so far here for the Mets in this ballpark. It doesn't seem like the baseball carry. Do you think that's
really translate this season? Tough place to go deep, and I think
feel like AT&T field.
Ground ball too short. Francisco Lynn throws out.
And he's been around the edge or just off that edges throughout the entire game. Look at the strikeouts.
Statcast powered by Google Cloud as Randall Grichuk strikes at 1 and can't hold up. Nothing. That pitch misses outside. Grichuk is a former first game as an Angel 14 years after he was drafted.
Amazing though, drafted just ahead of Mike Trout in that 2000.
That one sliced foul. Count 2 balls and 2 strikes to Randall Grichuk.
Conversations on that plane, by the way, down from Toronto to Atlanta. Trout goes, I'm hearing you.
Just after trying to come back earlier this week, that pitch inside for a ball, and Grichuk is aboard. Outs here in the 4th inning. Scoreless ball game. Brendan Burke, Mark Gubicza, Todd Zeal with you today.
He's penciling in there for 20+ home runs, 30+ doubles every year, but you're looking for that guy to come through with.
There's a strike call down at the bottom. 1-2 from Peterson. Nice play by Lindor. Takes the short way to second.
He's one of the coolest.
We're going to find out, right?
We're going to find out. So, yeah, we got Darius.
Because you grew up a baseball fan.
I sure did. I grew up in Jersey.
General hasn't been good for either team. There is something special about this ballpark. This is an absolutely beautiful ballpark.
It really is. Grass. You got Ohtani. He's not.
McNeil shoots it to left.
Matt's doing a little business. Since.
I know, right? Totally.
I don't know. Can you get back in the lineup?
Hey,
we
man.
need your bat in the Bronx.
It's all aesthetics at this.
Well,
Serious
pine
bat
tar
toss
on
on that.
I think the only thing.
13th batter that Canning has faced. He has started it. The at-bat.
That's that high slider.
That one misses up and away to Daniel Vogelbach. First pitch.
But it's a changeup.
Last red Heathome.
He went back to it again.
Now I'll have to face Francisco Alvarez with 2 aboard.
Notice Alvarez is very, very aggressive.
It's the Rye, and that one is tracked down. Efo, and there's no play. Hard the whole RBI as well. And the Mets have the first run of the ball game, and still 2 aboard for DJ Stewart.
Yeah, not off
for 1, struck out swinging in the second. Takes a healthy cut there and comes up empty. 1-1. Out over the shoulder, and he makes a basket catch.
And as well.
Looked pretty good last night.
He did.
10 strikeouts for Max Scherzer last night.
Yeah, and Billy Epler, for that matter, to be a winning organization, not just a winning team.
Yeah, retired by Jeff
McSeamers. Now the 2-seamers become more effective for him again.
And he going back to you asked about being a sink, get a bunch of hits together, and now hitters have made that adjustment. Now they're starting to get that baseball upstairs because you had to.
A couple of years on him still.
I still have a fun time with that. Every time I see a jersey, I'll scream, "Hey, look who's here today! It's back."
Chad Wallach punched at 2. When we joke about Max back into the rotation earlier this month.
And talking about Max, one of the things that David Peterson are, you can use it effectively to get ahead of guys. You don't have to always rely on that slider because the slider.
Velasquez showed bunt with 2 strikes, and he's punched out. Bottom of the 5th inning as Vientos ducks out of the way from pitch from Griffin King. 3 hits in the ball game. The 4th inning that produced the run as Rengifo makes the play. Both these teams. We're not talking about the playoff picture. It's a disappointing start of this season. Not where they figured they'd wind up, even in a tough NL East division with the Atlanta Braves.
And the anticipation
as much and could get into his head a little bit.
I think it comes down to is if he hasn't thought about it, somebody will. Or all these things come into play because somebody sees that, even though you do see it and know it, you try to clear
thing.
Center, Mickey Moniak on the track makes the play. 1-0 Mets after 5.
That medal, Nick. No, you can keep it on for this half inning here. So if you don't know Chuck, he's one of the best wheelchair rugby players
to be a part of, and I'm just lucky I get to do it for as long as I
tell you what, if everybody had that approach in life, dude, we would be a whole lot.
In October, you're a co-captain for that team. I know it was quite difficult picking the members of this team. It seems like the talent level for team.
do as many as I'd like to. You know, baseball is my also being here in City Field. I got to get to every stadium, so just checking that one off the list today.
All right, so
Ohtani can't check his swing. It's
I saw that. I saw.
1-1. Boy, he put it all
There's
in
another
that
foul
swing.
ball off his left.
There it is.
1-2 pitch coming to Ohtani towards McNeil at second, and he throws out Ohtani 2 away. Larrick was actually DFA'd by the Mets prior to the game, and so you need somebody else to get him out.
And he was good. I mean, he's got first pitch to Shohei right there.
Back just in front of the warning track. Retires the sun by David Peterson.